last night about Prince was so spot on to everything that I've been seeing in people's healings. The fact that he didn't feel loved as a child, the fact that he felt guilt and shame over sex, the fact that he lost so much through his life, and was always and felt alone. He always felt alone. He had one love of his life, and he, through the miscarriage of their death of their child. Oh, the child. Guess what his child's name was? Bowie. So, again, I mean, the thing is that there's just messages all the way throughout everywhere, and it is quite a beautiful journey, because you can see, that we are so supported on this journey. So I'm just going to do a healing again for the Kuan Yin, and I'm going to dedicate this to Tristan. So, and all of his family, and to the lady on the grid. So I hope he passes peacefully. So the Maiden Magoo, goddess of spring, healing and transformation, brings you assistance now. You are asked to honour that light can come through from even the darkest beginnings, beloved one. In fact, sometimes we need to enter into the unknown parts of ourselves to find exactly what we need to grow in peace, creative self-fulfillment and happiness. The challenge can be to trust that we will arise from this darker place again, just as the spring always follows the winter. Beloved, so too will any inner work with the shadow precede a beautiful rebirth for you. Maiden Magoo, an immortal expression of the Divine Mother of the East, now brings you a special message from Kuan Yin. She guides you to trust that if you enter in the darkness of the unknown parts of yourself, you will emerge into light, reassembled and reborn once more. If you are going through chaos in your life because you are allowing yourself to grow, Maiden Magoo also reassures you that the order and light will change and emerge out of the chaos in due course. Have faith and keep growing. In order to grow spiritually, there are times when we simply must delve within and find our shadow. It is easier to perceive the effect of the shadow than the shadow itself. The effect of the shadow is judgment, positive or negative, of another that we do not think is related to us personally. We may mightily admire or despise characteristics or traits in another, and yet when such judgments arise, it is a part of us that is seeking to be integrated and expressed, trying to get our attention through our judgment. Noticing our judgments of others is the quickest way to get in touch with the shadow self, trying to grow and heal into our conscious awareness, so that we can become more whole, empowered and divinely delicious, as we are always meant to be. This is especially so if you have pulled the Veil of Shadows card, as well as Maiden Magoo. Your judgment might be a strong reaction to a person who seems to be self-centered and self-obsessed. The shadow in the self trying to communicate with you through this judgment might be the part of your own consciousness that wishes to be more supportive of the self. It will no longer allow you to put yourself behind others, but instead encourage you to express yourself and take up your space with presence. Admiring a great talent in another with strong reaction or judgment, positive or negative, might be a part of your own psyche wishing to grow and express itself with similar confidence and freedom too. It can be extremely surprising how many wonders are hiding in the parts of us that we are yet to know consciously. Sometimes there is anger, fear, jealousy or shame wrapped around those hidden parts of self. If we can be kind, allow the feelings to come up and to pass without fearing them, then eventually the beauty underneath will reveal itself too. You are being guided by Mother Kuan Yin through the Maiden Magoo to realize there is a part of you within that is trying to emerge. You may have judgments of others on one issue or trait that seems to be more repetitive or noticeable of late. You are guided to sense what beauty within you could be underneath these judgments, trying to make its way into your conscious awareness, bringing you more of yourself to enjoy and share with the world. Be patient and open-minded as you wait for your intuition to help you realize what is growing within you, triggering your judgment of another. If it is anger you see in others, it will be strength growing in you. If it is manipulation you see in others, it will be a desire to be direct and own your needs within you that is growing. The shadow holds great beauty within, beloved, and there is no need to fear it. Maiden Magoo's special blessing to you is to realize that you will soon enter the spring of rebirth with this process. Entering into the shadow self can feel like going to a spiritual winter. It can feel dark and alone, delving into the parts of us that we might prefer not to look at too closely. Allow the process that is happening for you to bring more of you to light. Don't be scared. You might not have been ready to see yourself as an empowered, spiritual, musical, creative, healthy, or talented being in the past. now you are more ready for this, to embrace it. Have trust in beloved Kuan Yin that these energies only seek expression when the psyche is ready for it. This card is also an indicator that if you have been working on a project, whether it be self-healing and shadow work or a creative project, or are looking to work with children, rebirthing or creative endeavours more generally, the time is fast approaching when this will come together as a new reality for you. And the healing is this. Close your eyes and sit comfortably and imagine that you sit with beautiful spring goddess Margu with her basket of fresh blossoms falling all around you. It is a beautiful temperate spring day and you are in a sacred field of blossoms. She gestures ahead and you sense a figure approaching. It is you, but a future you, more whole and complete, with a message for you from your highest possible future. Let this part of you speak to you, bring you love and any guidance that is helpful for you to hear now. You might not hear words, in which case just look for the love in your eyes reflected back to you. Or even imagine that the future you and the current you can touch each other's hearts, gently resting your heart on each other's chests. Maiden Magoo sprinkles blossoms around you both, and when you are ready, you follow the breath and come back into your body in the here and now. Sit for a few moments peacefully without thinking, and when you are ready, just open your eyes. And the prayer is this. Beloved Kuan Yin and Spring Goddess Maiden Magoo, thank you for your unconditionally loving help now. I ask to be helped in knowing myself more fully and allowing that part of me that is seeking expression now to emerge in a conscious, loving and empowering way. May I know and live all of myself and love all of myself, beloved ones. May my life be filled with light, energy and warmth, like springtime after the winter, for the highest good of all. Om Mani Padme Hum. So, again, the card is number 16. Which is number 7, which is all about spiritual growth and spiritual enlightenment. And so, I really felt yesterday that, what I was, quite kind of presented with by watching TV was just this kind of like, okay, I get the message. There was like this real, this real kind of alpha male kind of, like what we're moving away from, to then going to this tender, loving, just genuinely beautiful man who just, Prince, who just never found his way. And he embodied everything that we were kind of doing now as a twin flame group to try and change that. And so it was like this perfect contrast of what we're moving away from, what we're trying to help never happen again, and just everything yesterday. It was a very poignant day. So I just want to say thank you so much again to everyone that's coming to healings, to everyone who sent healing to Tristan. And I just want to send lots of love and light to his family. And just, let's just keep raising love and light, because actually that's all we're here to do. And, we have to clear centuries of this energy of like that men are feeling like repressed sexually and guilt and shamed about that, and not loved properly and not able to express their love and not able to express themselves and do what they really want and do, so it is about the rise of the inner female, divine feminine goddess within every single one of us, right? It's not about being divine feminine, divine masculine, because we are both, we are both of those qualities. We're both of those energies. Every single one of us is. And so we are here to support our, masculine or whatever, it's androgynous. Anyway, you know what I mean. But we're here to support the rise of the goddess within every single one of us. So delve deep to show unconditional love to everyone around you, because that's what we're here to do. All right, and thank you. And I just I'm going to put the link into the Prince version, but also this Adam Levine version, because, it sends shivers. All right, have a good one. See ya. Bye.